day 3 of the main, almost 100 big blinds. Like, this is what we train for. I have more chips, I have more experience, I feel better, I feel more confident. And you add that all up, and it's a great spot. It really is.
Okay, so today, guys, we are playing day 3 of the World Series of Poker Main Event. And I have got 283,500 chips. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. We're heading in there now. We've got like 20 minutes before we sit down to play. So let's go and check out the arena and kick things off.
I am super excited and ready to play.
How many big blinds?
40 big blinds I got. The same as yesterday when I started. So just asking for the same start that I had yesterday.
Here we are, day 3, relaxed and ready to go. 80 big blinds, more than enough to be comfortable with. But I'm not going to try to coast to the money. I'm not going to try to build the biggest stack to be chip leader. I mean, I'm willing to do whatever I need to do, depending on how the table reacts, depending on the cards and situations.
We're ready to go. Let's play some cards.
There's a lot of time, it's a great structure, I can be patient, and I can just wait for my spots to come. That was the plan. And then in the first orbit or two, I 3-bet a bunch, I 4-bet once, I cold 4-bet, I overbet pot on the turn, I overbet pot on the river, and I shoved all in. So that plan kind of went to the wayside quickly. But I thought the spots were good, sometimes my hands were great, and actually was able to chip up from 200 to maybe 350.
Level 1's finished. I played many hands. I won very few hands. Really tough level. Had like loads of like strong opportunities, like medium strength openings, and then like just checking and folding, or like king queen suited, queen comes queen high, ace on the turn, so ace king. We got less than what we had, but we're still above average, just about, after picking off just a small one at the end. So certainly not a good start, but we're testing the one hand at a time mentality to the max up for level 2.
So I got ace jack off with the ace of diamonds, and I raised a middle position, and the guy on the big blind defend, and the flop came king 7-3 flush draw diamonds. I c-bet small, he called, then the turn was the 9 of diamonds. I bet half pot to leave an SPR of 1 for the river shove. He called me, and then the river was a brick, a deuce of hearts, and I went for it. He called me with king 6, like king 6, but I feel okay because I know how this works. I know this is one more tournament, and actually I don't feel any kind of pain, to be honest. I think I am very lucky in that way about my mentality. I was a bit anxious at the table because I didn't have playable hands, and that made me a little bit, I need to work on that a bit more. But the busting tournaments, even if it's the main event, I don't feel any pain. I think I played well with the info I had. That's all.
It looked like I had a really good table, and there was like one player I was concerned about. He ended up being really good, but there was a lot of other weaker players. There was a lot of opportunity for chips. And level 12, we have 200,000 chips, well 198,500, which is okay. Still, we have 50 bigs. We're getting into the territory of of not knowing what we're doing, which is unfortunate.
Feeling pretty good, another quiet level. I was actually thinking about it when the level ended. I don't remember that many hands from it, but I have 40,000 chips that I had before, something around 370, 378, I think, and very healthy stack. I think we're final 2,000 players, nearly 1,500 get paid, starting to get tight.
$165K, I've got 8 diamonds, 7 of spades, at 2K, 4K. The button opens to 9K, and he's the fish. He starts to hammer with about 70K. I defend 8-7 off in the big. 22K in there on ace 7 deuce, spade, diamond, diamond. I check he bets 9K. Obviously, we are continuing. We've got a 7. We've got backdoor flush draw. The turn is the 7 of clubs, which is thoroughly acceptable in my eyes. So I do just donk, and I don't really care about theory. I just want to put more money in against this guy and then shove the river. And maybe he'll just make a mistake as well. And the mistake he makes is he absolutely fist pump shoves for like 57k. I just double check I haven't made any mistakes because I've made mistakes before with chip counts. So I just have a look, he's got no greens, I snap it off. He's got ace king, we just need to fade an ace. 6 of clubs on the river, and we are up to 252,000 after that hand, coming back in the big blind at 3,000, 6,000. Gonna go and get a Chipotle. We are in the heat. I've got joggers on as well, and they are warm joggers, and I'm sweltering. Let's go and eat some food, recharge, and get back in the mix.
I just had the best level of my life, not in this tournament, but pretty much any tournament I've ever played ever. I can't even remember all the hands at this point because I felt like I was involved in all of them. Most of them I had good cards. Once or twice I had great cards. I just kept winning pot after pot after pot. I know that people were taking like videos and screenshots of it or pictures and being like, oh, Aaron won this big pot or medium pot. And then I'd win a bigger one, and then a bigger one, and a bigger one. And the crazy thing is, I really didn't get to showdown much, almost in any level the entire day. So people thought I was kind of a maniac. And when I actually had hands and they got to see them, I got paid. So I went from maybe 350 to 400 to 500 to 700 to 800. I couldn't update people fast enough as my chip stack grew, and ended the level with about 977K.
What's the strategy going into the final level of the night, Nick?
Well, I'm going to exercise my option to fold.
When we come back, final level of the night, it'll be the soft bubble. Not exactly the bubble, but people know. They make a few folds and they are going to cash the main event. And who doesn't want to cash? With our stack, with our ability and aggression, we can just lean on them, pick up some extra chips, and go into day 4 as one of the chip leaders of the WSOP. Is this real life? One of the chip leaders of the WSOP main event. Huh, I got chills just thinking about it. I played with seat 8 for the entire 10 hours of day 3, and I would say for the first 8.5 hours, he didn't seem like a big fan of me. He just was locked in, focused, wanted to play poker, and he was very frustrated by people tanking and taking their time, and you could tell because he would fold immediately. So when I kept raising, he was the only one who actually would defend, and we would play pots. And we played a medium-sized pot where I heard him with queen 4 on basically 4th pair on a crazy board.
I'm not gonna give up. You raise and I'll go with you, bro. I'm not playing for 15K. Keep in mind. I will chase you all the way.
He was basically telling me after the hand, he's like, well, I'm not gonna fold like everyone else. I don't care about the money. I'm trying to play poker. And I said to him, that's why I called you, man. Like, I know you wanted a battle. I can see it, and I respect it. And then he later won a bigger pot off me. And I think at that point, we became best friends.
When you get to the main event and your run hasn't been that good, you could feel a little bit down, but I try to work a lot on my mental, and I think it's one of my strongest skills that I have. So I'm very, very lucky that I manage my thoughts. And for me, even though my run was super bad, I came super excited and I played every hand the best I could play. My plans from now are grinding so hard until the end. I'm not gonna play today because I need to do some things that I didn't do before. But from tomorrow, I'm gonna play every day until I leave because I need to win. I need to win, and I know I will.
How are we doing, guys? We're bagging up. I have 120K. There are 15 to go to the money. We're putting this in a bag because we didn't make it to the money today. Putting this in a bag for day 4. I'm gonna come back tomorrow and fold for an indeterminate amount of time then I'm going to make $15,000, and then I'm going to go all in. Sound good, everybody? Perfect. It was never going to be any other way, was it? It was never going to be any other way.
End the day with 860K, and that is chunks. It is a lot. It feels great. It doesn't feel real. I went to bed last night with 200K in my stack, and I thought, well, if I get to like 350, 400, the bubble won't be so painful. You can either be the fly or be the windshield, something like that. It's much better to be the windshield. And I was prepared to come into the bubble and just be the fly and let people run me over a bit. And thankfully, that didn't happen. I chipped up early, and now I get to abuse the bubble tomorrow morning. I did it, Mom. 1 day deeper.